Alright guys, welcome to sneak peek number 1. The only thing I want to talk about in this one that I'm really interested in is the new gadget changes. I want to bring you guys through every single one and I want to give my opinion on a lot of them. Some of the worst gadgets in the game are the same as some of the best gadgets in the game, which makes no sense to me. I don't get that. I will touch upon those, but otherwise I'll just tell you the numbers. I think the big worry here is that the game will become gadget stars, that we will see like 6, 7 to 8 gadgets per game. And I just want to let you guys know the minimum number has been raised to I think like 8 seconds and the maximum has been raised to like 22 seconds. So that means the most broken gadgets in the entire game will be used like 5, 6, or 7 times in a long match. Also, most of you watching this video don't even know that you're not subscribed, so you should go do it. We're getting close to 1 million. First one, already a problem. 13 seconds versus 16 seconds. Nobody will ever use Shelly Dash. Why is it 13 seconds? This is basically the same as the other dashes in the game. The most broken dashes and this one are almost identical. I don't get it. Nobody will ever use this at this cooldown. Air pause is 13. Faux fur is 14. Make of that as you will. Silver bullet every 16. Will you be able to open the whole map? We'll find out. You'll probably get a decent amount of these every single match. And then reload 2 of your ammo. A lot of people are annoyed by this one every 11 seconds. Bull heal, which is arguably his worst gadget, every 12 seconds. And Stomper every 10. I think 10 is fine. I'm not too sure about the heal though. Sponsor time. Huge thank you to Samsung for sponsoring today's video with their all new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Their newest phone has an even larger 6.9-inch display with the slimmest bezels in Galaxy device history. So no matter what game you're playing, you will have the best picture possible. And to make everything buttery smooth, the new Snapdragon 8 Elite processor makes this the most powerful Galaxy device yet. And really importantly, it supports up to 120 Hz refresh rate, which if you've never tried it before or you don't know, it's pretty much a buff. That's what I like to call it, especially in games like Brawl Stars. It's a life changer. It's really good. Pretty much everything you do is twice as smooth. I love it. Not only that, but thanks to the larger vapor chamber and the improved thermal management, your device will stay cooler for longer for those of you who might play for a long time at once, like mastery pushers. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Wasim. Connor, Corey, I'm watching you. So if it's about that time for you to get an upgrade, or you just want the best new equipment out there, whether it's for mobile gaming or your daily device, or both, then check out the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra using my link in the description or the pinned comment down below. And again, huge thanks to Samsung for sponsoring today's video. So Brock can either break stuff or jump at the same cost or same time, which I think it's fine. El Primo Asteroid 13 and the other one 14 might be a little bit annoying, but he's not the best. Barley heal every 17. So this is kind of an average for heals in this game. And I just don't know if 17 is like too long or too short. They're pretty much the same. Poco heal 16, like I said, they're all pretty similar. And then protective tunes is 11. Rosa grow light every 10. I think it's fine. And then the other one 14 might be a little bit annoying, but it might be fine. Jesse recoil spring every 11 versus spark plug, which is better every 15. Don't know how to feel about these. This is where problems come. So fidget spinners every 12. I think that's like okay. Satchel charge every 23. So I lied before. It was actually 23. That's the highest. This might be the highest gadget in the game. You're gonna see more stuns per game than you did before. The only difference is that you can punish him when he doesn't have it up. So is it an overall buff or is it an overall nerf? I still don't know. This is without the new gear that reduces it by 15%, by the way. So with the gear, this is going to be about every 20 seconds, which means people who were talking about getting stunned by Dynamite 7 times a match might have a point now because it is not 30 seconds. I don't know why. So Tick Mine Mania, which barely anybody uses, versus Last Hurrah are the same. I don't understand this. Why is Last Hurrah not higher? 8-bit extra credits is 11 seconds, which I would say is fine, but just wait till later. We'll give it to that, all right? And then Cheat Cartridge 18. I think that's okay. Might be a little bit broken in Gem Grab. Gadget's 20 seconds. I don't know why. It should be 30. This thing is too broken. I think 20 seconds is not even long enough of a window. And Bouncy Castle, which nobody uses, is 17. That's only a 3-second difference. Why? I know that this one's good, but like it's Gadget. Everybody's still gonna use Gadget. Tar Barrel and Recoiling Rotator, I think these are both fine. 15 seconds and 12 seconds. Penny Spyglass 15 and Salty Barrel 18. Make of that as you will. We got Carl, Heat Ejector, and Flying Hook 4-second difference. Rebuild and she can run every 10 seconds, man. I think this is gonna be so broken. Why is it so low? I think maybe both of these should be raised. And now we enter kill confirm territory. A kill confirm every 16 seconds. That's a lot of kill confirms. Let me know if you guys agree, but I think that kill confirms should be a minimum of 20 seconds. Otherwise, it's gonna be a lot of kill confirms. And then Soul Switchers 10, that's okay. Yeah, Cookie Popper, I'm not sure. I'm kind of worried about that. Bow Super Totem every 20 and Tripwire every 8. I'm happy about Tripwire. M's Acid Spray every 11. I think that's fine. Friend Zoner every 18. So pushes are also around this zone. I'm I'm not sure if that's like a good or bad thing. This is like the average number for a gadget, so I think it's okay. Stu Breakthrough is shorter than Speed Zone by 4 seconds. I do think Speed Zone is better, so I think that's fine. Another big problem though, 18 and 18. These are both really good gadgets, and it's a kill confirm every 18 seconds without the reduction. I think this is too low. Ham Scrap Sucker is 17 and Pulse Modulator is 12. I think these are both fine. Frank Pull every 15. It's a pull, so make of that as you will. And then his other one is 18. I always thought that the pull was better, but I guess I don't want you to get a CC reduction with every super, so I don't know, man. BB full heal every 12 seconds. I don't know how to feel about that, especially considering extra sticky will not even be used as frequently with a 10-second cooldown. I think between these two, Vitamin Booster definitely needs to be raised. She's never gonna die, which I like BB, but I don't know, man. B Honey Molasses 20, and then her arguably better gadget is 17 seconds. Again, make of that as you will. Return to sender, 17 seconds. Red flag. Red flag. What is the counter gadget in this game doing at 17 seconds? That is my question. And then she can teleport every 13. That is fine. So Edgar either gets a free super every 23. This is, again, one of the highest in the entire game, which I think is fair that it's one of the highest. I just don't know if the highest is high enough. And then hardcore every 19 is fine, I guess. And remember that 8-bit one where he gets like double or triple as many projectiles with his next attack, and Griff has the same cooldown with 1 extra projectile added to it, which I guess is 3 projectiles, but like 1 extra set of coins. Why is this not lower? And then piggy bank every 16. I guess that's okay. The maps might disappear though. Grom radio check every 15 and watchtower every 20. I still don't know how to feel about this one. Let me know what you think. Sugar rush is way better for Bonnie, but it's only 6 seconds after crash test. Crash test is one of the worst in the game. I feel like crash test should be like 5. Nobody uses it ever. Nobody wants to stay in Bonnie's small form ever. And then Sugar Rush is insanely good. So I'm not sure if 16 is too high or not, or too low or not. Gale Twister, the counter of all counters, is 21. And then Spring Ejector is 20. Don't know how to feel about that, but Twister I think is too low. At least it should be 23 because that's the cap. So Colette gets a full heal for 5 seconds every 17 seconds. Don't know how to feel about that at all. And then this one, Naa, is 10 seconds. Nobody uses it. And I feel like still nobody's going to use it because the difference is not enough. It's almost double the difference, but like it's a full heal. So Bell Bouncy Shot every 14 is fine, but then a trap every 15, which I believe there's not much of a cap for these yet. There might be. To my knowledge, there's not. Every 15. So I feel like people are going to only pick the trap. Chill Pill every 13. Way better gadget. Rotten Banana, 8. That's one of the lowest. I think these are fine. Lola, Stun Double every 17. She can swap places, or she can freeze it every 11. I think that's also okay. Sam, Magnetic Field every 17 seconds. That's a pull. That's pretty much a kill confirm. Might be too many. And then Pulse Repellent, which is way worse, is 11. I still think nobody will ever use Pulse Repellent. I don't think the difference is enough. Mandy can Pierce every 16, or she can slow every 13. These ones are kind of hard to hit, so I think they're fine. Maisie can dash with her super every 16. I guess that's okay. Maybe slightly higher. And then this bad one is 10 seconds. It's kind of a kill confirm, but nobody ever uses it. And I don't know, is the difference enough? Hank shield every 15 or Hank slow every 11. I think his slow might be better now. Hank is a bad brawler, but he's getting the hypercharge, so I don't know how to feel. He might become broken. Pearl Overcooked, a broken gadget every 15 might be too low. Made with Love every 11 might be too high. I think the difference is not enough. Larry Lori, the only one that anybody ever uses every 17, or 5-second difference for the worst gadget in the entire game. I think you guys know what I'm thinking. Angelo jump to complete safety every 18 seconds, or Pierce for only 4 less seconds. I guess this really depends on the matchup. Let me know what you guys think about these. I am so undecided. Barry lasting attack every 12, or Barry push every 17. Shade slow every 11, or Shade extra reach every 15. Meeple push every 16, or the wall every 20. I feel like the wall should be at the cap. Now this one I like. So survival shovel is 16 seconds, but the combo spinner, which nobody ever uses, is 10. I think that's a good number for a gadget that nobody ever uses, but will the 6 extra seconds be worth the wait for more ammo? Who knows, man? We'll find out though. Tara Vision every 20 is fine, but then Tara Clones every 15 is gonna hard counter anybody who cannot pierce. She's gonna get more clones, and I think this is one of the gadgets where it's like you try to bait them out, and then you try to be like, oh, they're out of gadgets. So like this is one of those, but it isn't anymore. And for some reason, something this countering has a low cooldown, like almost a below average cooldown. Gene push every 20, I think is fine. I think 20 is a good number for pushes and pulls and everything like that. And then Vengeful Spirits is lower, which is okay. Max dash is barely higher than Shelly's dash. Why? I don't understand this. Guys, let me know. Also, check this out. One of the worst gadgets in the entire game is 14 seconds. It's the same as Phase Shifter. Bro, nobody's gonna use Sneaky Sneakers. What is this doing at 14? And what is this doing at 14? I don't understand. I don't play Mr. P enough to have an opinion here, so Service Bell every 17 and Portal Reinforcements every 15. Sprout gets a second super every 15 seconds. And his super lasts a while, so you're gonna have this constantly. This might be too low. And then he can eat a bush every 9 seconds, so you might delete all of the bushes, but you know, that's a lot of healing. I think it's okay though. So Byron's self-heal that takes an ammo is 5 seconds later than BB's free self-heal. Unsure about that. And then the booster shots every 14 I think is okay. Squeak residue every 20. It lasts 6 seconds. I think this is too low. And then wind up 11 is okay. That's at least a good difference. It's almost twice as much for residue. I like to see that big of a difference when one of them sucks or when one of them is just so much better. Now this one's where I have a problem. Cryo Syrup is a free kill. It's sometimes even a free team wipe every 18 seconds. I think that's too low, but also why is Ice Block every 18? This one is so much worse. Nobody will ever use this ever again. Ruff's air support is 15 and Ruff's take cover is 16. I think that's okay. Buzz vision is 20. It's the same as Tara's, but she gets more vision than him, so but he gets it longer, so I guess it's fine. And then free super without the stun every 18. Popcorn every 15 or a roundhouse kick every 16. Part of me thinks that these are slightly too low, but let me know what you think. Eve jump every 17 or Eve heal every 11. I feel like the heal is one that you're not even going to use off cooldown most of the time, so I'm not sure. Drop the base for Janet every 20 or backstage pass every 16. So both of hers are pretty high. Is drop the base too low though? Let me know. Otis fat splatter every 17 I think is fine. Dormant star every 11 I also think is fine. Buster pull every 17. I think pulls should still be 20 because guess what? His heal is every 16. The gadget's dead. Nobody's ever going to use this. Everybody will use the pull. 1 second difference is not enough when this one is so game changing. Gray pull. 1 extra second. This is one that pros were worrying about. You're gonna see way more pulls per game, and this is without the reduction gear. Again, you're gonna see too many pulls. I just think that's how it is. This gadget is really, really good. If these broken gadgets were given a 30-second cooldown, you would see them roughly the same amount as before, but they would be nerfed with the fact that you can't spam them. Now you still can't spam them, but you're getting more. So I don't know how to feel about this because some bad gadgets are almost the same as this. Why? And then Grand Piano is only 4-second difference. I understand you can break the whole map with this, but the pulse should just be higher. RT kill confirm every 15 is wild, and then RT free super every 20 is also kind of wild. I don't know, man. Willow has a kill confirm every 13, which is not bad. She's a bad brawler. And then this one is also shorter than Lou's version of this, but it lasts longer, so it's better and it's shorter. I guess it's just because she's a worse brawler, but I think Lou's should just be shorter. Doug's are both 15, which is fair enough. Getting one-shotted every 15 seconds might be annoying, but he's a really bad brawler. Chuck can go through walls every 17, or he can move a post every 10. I think these are fine. Maybe even Ghost Train should be lowered slightly. So Charlie either spawns spiders every 18, similar to Tara's shadows. I just feel like it's gonna be so annoying. You can't bait them out as easily anymore. These two in specific, they are just really good at countering people. And then the one where she goes in the cocoon and half the time she gets herself killed because of it. I think that's fine. But this one confused me. I need you guys to let me know. Is this kill confirm gadget for Miko worse than the longer range? Maybe in pro games, the longer range is better, but I always thought that his kill confirm was better gadget, but has a lower cooldown. It's 15 versus 17. That's really weird to me, but maybe I am uninformed. So Melody perfect pitch, I think is too high because nobody uses it. And then interlude is 19 seconds, which is not much higher, but everybody uses it. I think the difference is not enough. When one gadget is never used, but the other one is always used before the update, I think they should have like the cooldown for the worst one cut in half. And here it is. Lily Vanish every 22. It's not even the highest in the game, but is the most broken gadget in history of this game, almost. I think Surge Teleport has the cake for that, but that has not been in the game. I'm gonna firmly say it. I think this should be 30. No matter how you put it, it should be 30 because you're gonna get more vanishes, right? But like still the question is, that's 22 seconds you can fight her without vanish. Is that enough time to make it balanced where she's just useless without it for 22 whole seconds? Like, I just don't know. And repot is 10. Perfect. It's cut even lower than in half. That's good. Clancy, tactical retreat, his dash is 16, and then his other one is 15. I think those are okay. I don't play Clancy. Mo's extra super is 13 seconds. That's pretty frequent. And then his dash, which I thought was the worst one, is 16. So I don't understand that, but I could be wrong about it being the worst one. Juju's OP gadget with the shield, the invisibility, and the movement speed is 17. Might be too low. And then the other one for all 13 or all 3 elements is 14 seconds. Juju's are really good, so I don't know how to feel. Ali can either attack to hypnotize people every 15, or he can jump 2 seconds later. This one, I don't know, because they're both the same for Spike. 15 and 15. I always thought popping pincushion was way worse unless you're playing heist, so I think life plant should be higher. Crow shield is 15 just like Hank's, but then slowing toxin is every 18. Now it's only 2 seconds these days. You can't really spam it, but 18. I'm not sure about this one. Leon lollipop drop is 20. I think that could be okay. And then clone projector's 13. Clone is just so much worse. I think it should be even lower, like 10. Sweet dreams for Sandy somehow is 18 seconds. This is somehow the same cooldown as some of the worst gadgets in the game, and I don't really know why. This is one of the best gadgets in the entire game. And his sleep, the one that nobody ever uses, is the same cooldown. I understand that's really good in its own hands. It should not be the same cooldown as one of the best gadgets in the entire game. Amber fire starters, where you can hold auto aim, you get that every 15 seconds, and then the dancing flames one is 14. Meg toolbox versus her self heal are 2 seconds in difference, 17 and 19. I only ever used the heal, so I was surprised to see that the toolbox was higher, but I understand because it is a thing that you put down and it stays there. This one makes me want to cry. Surge power shield every 17 and level up every 15, so he gets his gadgets pretty fast and they're both really good, and he gets them at almost the same speed as Shelly Dash, guys. Shelly Dash. I think these are both too low. Chester Spicy Dice is 12 and Candy Beans is 15. I think these are okay. I think they could both be at 12. Cordelius's are both at 18, so take that as you will. Should they be at 20? I'm not sure. Hit Cardboard Box, one of the best gadgets in the game, is only 20 seconds. It's even lower than Vanish. There are some gadgets in this game that I just think should be like at least 25, because you can still reduce this, man. You can bring it under 20 seconds for Kit Cardboard Box. You're gonna get so many cardboard boxes per game, but then like once he uses it, you know, you can kind of wait, or you can punish him and he has to wait. I really don't know how to feel about this. Like I'm worried that it will become gadget stars. Like we'll see too many gadgets because so many of them are low cooldown or lower than we were expecting. And then Cheeseburger's 15, that's fine. Draco last stand, so he can become unkillable every 22 seconds. This is one of those that I think should be 25 at least. And then the other one is cut in half. Perfect. Love to see that. Uppercut, nobody ever uses it, so people might use it now, but still with it being 22 seconds, I'm not sure. I feel like there has to be a reason why they picked 22 or 23 as the max instead of 30. Like, was 30 just too high, or are they wrong about lowering it? We will find out when the update drops. We definitely will see. Kenji Dashy Dash is 15. That's upsetting. What is the heal? 17. Man, that sucks. I think the heal could even be too low, but this dash only being 2 seconds lower, that's upsetting. I was hoping this dash would be like 10 seconds, because like you're getting rid of this really good heal that's only 2 seconds later now. That should be different. RIP Dashy Dash, it just became worse. I feel like this type of thing, when this gadget was never used before, and you could burn through them so easy, it being 15, which is like the average, and like max dash, Max's invincible dash that is an insane playmaker is shorter than this. Why? Nobody ever uses Dashy Dash. But hey, maybe they'll get changed. Those are all the gadget timers. I know some of them are really weird. I think in the long run, this will be a good change, but I'm worried that most of them are too short, and some of the really bad ones are too high, and some of the really good ones are too short. But I also am not a game dev. This is just my gut feeling. I know a lot of people are going to be super worried about this. I do think with these numbers, potentially at first it will be gadget stars. I just have an inkling that within the next like update or two, most of them might be raised, but they could be fine-tuned perfectly and it could be perfectly balanced. Like we will find out. We have no idea yet. But now let me show you the difference between the highest cooldown and the lowest. All right, dynamic stun does not start the cooldown until you've thrown it. I think that's fantastic, but here's how long it takes. So we're just gonna sit here the whole time watching it. Imagine the timer going down. It's already halfway back up. I don't know if I have the gear on. I think I do. So it's not going to be 23. But I mean, people probably should put that gadget on for this anyway. So this is about like 20 seconds. And I have it back, so I could stun somebody again if I landed. I think that's the important part, if you landed. Otherwise, you're going a really long time without getting it back with no result. And yeah, for reference, that was with the gear. And now we have Ash Rotten Banana for some free rage, just 1 bar of rage and some lowered health. It's 8 seconds, so you can use this pretty frequently. The question is though, would you want to use this over the heal? I don't know, but it's a decently fast cooldown. It's almost the same as before. I would not recommend putting the gear on this one. It's already fast enough, but will this make it worth using? It could, I think. Like, you get rage from it. I think that's okay, right? It's just the lack of the heal. I'm not sure if that's like worth the trade even now. We'll find out about everything, but that's gonna do it. If you enjoyed it, slap like, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Have a good night.